Hello there, Taurus, and welcome to reading for May 2023. Thanks for stopping by today and checking out my video. Before you go, click on that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. All right, let's get started. Taurus, tell me about... Oh, okay. Actually, you had two flip over, so I guess that's what we're going to go for. All right, first one is Animal Kingdom. Oh, goody. Okay, Taurus. Animal Kingdom is going to be important to you. Particular animals, I think, are going to make themselves known to you, whether in real life, on TV, on your computer, on your phone, reading a story about an animal, whatever it is. But a particular animal, if not a few, I think are going to make themselves known to you, even in your dreams or your daydreams. Like if you find yourself thinking about an animal and you don't know why, that animal may have a message for you, and it might be worth your time to look up that particular animal that comes to you and see what the meanings are. And I would check all around the world, because different people have different meanings for different animals. So it's definitely something worth checking out. Second, we have boundaries. Okay. Boundaries as a main theme for you for May. This particular picture is telling me or showing me you've had boundaries that you're ready to bust out of, or you've had a wall up that wasn't particularly healthy, that kept people out. And what I think you're realizing in May is that it's also kept you within. And this person is climbing up over the top of, I want to say, their own wall. And there's a person left behind pointing. And it looks like that person's not as sure about climbing up over the wall here to see what is on the other side. So there's also that sense of the grass is greener on the other side, and it shows a castle here. So whatever your boundaries are about, I want to say spirituality, or having a spiritual companion, or an animal guide, the idea of these things, I think you're stretching. You're going beyond your original thoughts and feelings and beliefs about this kind of thing. Something triggers it for you. Maybe there is some kind of animal show, or you see something that an amazing thing an animal does, and you didn't realize an animal could do something like this, like you saw it on TV, and it piques your interest, or it makes you curious, so you start researching about this particular animal or something. For some reason, you don't know why, because I want to say up to this point, animals are just beings that are less than humans in your mind, and they operate on survival only. Maybe you're not aware that a lot of animals do have emotions and portray and show emotions. A lot of animals are really good parents and really nourish and support their young. And maybe that's something that surprises you. You didn't know that animals can have emotions or can display these things, or a type of communication that everyday person may not catch or understand. I grew up with dogs and cats, and I felt very connected to them always. In fact, I've always felt more connected to the animal kingdom than humans. Humans are harder to understand for me, and harder for me to sometimes interact with. Animals don't fake or lie. They're always authentic. So there might be things like that too that you're discovering about animals, or things of that sort, I think are going to become a main theme for you in the month of May. Beauty's truth. Beauty, physical pleasure, sensuality. Okay. Being a Taurus, physical pleasures, sensuality, sexuality are all big themes. I'm a Taurus. I understand these things. Hedonism can be a thing. And just beauty, appreciating beauty. So I think as part of this discovery and going beyond the set boundaries that you have made for yourself, getting out, exploring, trying new ideas on for size, trying new concepts, being around different types of people maybe with different ideas than your own is going to be really beneficial. And I think it'll help you appreciate more the beauty of diversity and the beauty of being human, the beauty of the planet and the creatures and animals on that live with us here. And it's possible that you will be exploring your personal sensuality with these boundaries that you are bringing down, these walls that you've had up. It opens your world up to different kinds of experiences. And while being a Taurus, it's much easier to not be so active. I don't want to say lazy, but we like our rest and we like to relax and not necessarily into running marathons or climbing mountains. So, but I think, and we also like to, we're homebodies, right? So for whatever reason in May, you have an itching, like an itch. You have to scratch an itch. I got to go see what else is out there. Maybe you're just bored with your own four walls, right? That keep you locked inside your head. And I think that you're going to see a lot of beauty and appreciate a lot of things outside of what you thought you knew. And I think you're going to grow a lot and learn a lot. Let's pick another card. I'm going to pick an animal here, and since Animal Kingdom came up, I think it's going to be significant. Whatever animal shows up here is going to be your spirit guide for at least the month, and maybe even a spirit guide that's been with you all along and will be, because sometimes animal guides come and go throughout your life. The narwhal, uniqueness, freedom. Yes. Yes, you're breaking out of your walls for freedom, and it is unique. You haven't done this before. Beauty's truth here with beauty feels like you're experiencing life in a completely different way. And if a narwhal, if you're not familiar with it, is like the unicorn of the sea. It's got a long tusk here, and it's just a single long tusk. And I'm not sure what it's for. I don't know if it's a mating thing or what it is, but it is a very unique creature, and I don't think they're sighted much. So if you do see like a nature documentary or something where you see this, that's going to be really important because this is a very unique creature. You don't see it all the time. And I think that's a representation of you and a representation of stepping out of your old ways and your old ways of thinking and your boxed in ideas and beliefs is going to bring you a lot of freedom and a lot of new things to think about and consider and new ways of approaching maybe conflicts or problem solving, because now you have a whole new way of looking at things. So I think by the end of the month, you not only appreciate more of the outside world, but appreciate yourself too. And which brings even more pleasure and more beauty and sensuality and that kind of thing. I think it's going to make you more attractive too, because you're more free and you're being more authentically yourself. Okay, under Animal Kingdom, we have Four of Cups, distraction. Okay. I can see this card as distraction, but I also see this card as dissatisfaction, boredom, and not seeing the gift that's being handed to you. So you might miss it. There may be spirit guides or animal guides trying to get through to you. And I want to say you're not fully convinced. You're not fully seeing it. maybe you don't want to believe in what you're seeing. You just want to dismiss it. But I think that's a mistake. And so I think Spirit is trying to tell you to pay attention anyway, even though you might be bored or disillusioned about what all this kind of stuff means and how it works, and maybe you just rather forget this stuff, it's not important. But being distracted can allow you to miss out on opportunities that are being handed to you. So pay attention, look out for opportunities. Next, under boundaries, we have the Lovers. Okay. It says decisions here. And there is a couple on the boundary card. And it looks like if this is you, which that's how I interpreted this, walking away from somebody, there may be a problem here with a relationship that you have. You might feel like you need to maybe being in this relationship is what's got you boxed in or feeling boxed in, and you have to get out and check other things out, check other ideas, and get to know more people, meet new people, right? Find more physical pleasure and sensuality. So, and I want to say, while there may be a separation here, it's needed. It's good for both of you. And I think a lot of growth is going to happen because you do need to stretch your wings, as it were. And there may be, I think you're going to learn, especially with this uniqueness here, how beautiful you really are and how unique and special and wonderful you really truly are. And you're not just hearing it from me or hearing it from a special someone, a significant other, a very special loved one, a family member, a soulmate, a best friend. Not just about hearing it from other people, but knowing it yourself, hearing yourself saying it, or feeling that, actually accepting and taking on that idea of beauty and attraction and uniqueness and just being you, and how beautiful that is. Next card, under Beauty's Truth, we have Nine of Cups, which is fulfillment. Another way, a wish fulfillment. So a wish fulfilled. Having that appreciation, seeing that beauty, being in touch with your sensuality and your body and that physical pleasure is very, 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 very fulfilling to you. And I think that's part of what you're going to be learning and appreciating for May. I feel like this process is really getting in touch with who you really are underneath all the layers, underneath all the ego and everything all the things that we put up around us, like that wall and that boundaries to make us acceptable, or we can fit in, or being approved of, being normal, being socially accepted, right? I don't think these things are going to be as important to you. You're busting out of that idea of what you should be, and I think you're going to be becoming who you are meant to be. And that is powerful and strong and needed, and people are going to be attracted to that and want to know what you're doing and why. So you could have a really positive effect on the people around you, okay? Finally, under the Narwhal, we have the Queen of Swords, Independence, which is under freedom. So this looks like you get to step away and be your own unique person, a sovereign of your own mind, body, spirit. Nobody can tell you anything. Nobody has influence over you anymore. You make all your own choices. You speak truth. The Queen of Swords is about speaking truth. Also, sharp tongue, right? Cut to the chase. With swords, you just cut right to the truth. And It could be upsetting to some people around you, especially if you haven't been quite like this before, but I feel like you find the strength in your own soul that you can speak your truth and not be ashamed, not be worried. Let the cards fall where they do when you are candid, or just completely honest about how you feel, how you see something, how you think about something, what you want to do. Completely all you, and letting everything just happen the way it is and not having control. And it's like it just fast tracks you into that queen sense of your own right, your own sovereign self that nobody has control over, nobody has a right to say anything about, to make you do things or make you feel a certain way. So this feels like a very, very liberating, obviously, independence and freedom path that you're going down for May, and you do things or make you feel a certain way. So this feels like a very, very liberating, obviously, independence and freedom path that you're going down for May, and a very important role, or a very important part of who you're really trying to be and who you really are, and really uncovering your truth. All right, let's get one final card. All right, that's the artwork. And it says patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. Yes, this is what's happening. This does feel like what's happening. You're getting on your path. You are following your destiny. You have your soul's path in front of you, or forming and shaping. And I have a sense of excitement. There is a sense of a little bit of fear with all of this, because it feels like maybe you were attached to somebody, a particular person, or at least an idea, and you're moving away from it and seeing the beauty of all that and feeling more independent and strong and unique, and again, choosing your path and following it and going down that road, no matter what anyone else says. All right, Taurus, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching, and may the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.